Hey guys, I'm Wade, LordMinion777, and welcome back to Are You a Robot? The game show where we figure out if our panelists are a robot by asking them news trivia questions, which you'd think is a bad system. And unless you have a better one, it's the only one we got, but you're probably still right. It's probably pretty bad. This week we're talking about real-life RoboCop and gaming chickens. Here to discuss these important topics are our panelists. First up, hello everyone, hello there. First up, a vlogger, a Minecrafter, and puppy adopter, it's HBomb94! Hey there,
That was
buddy!
the best intro I've ever had, thank you. Hi.
I did not write it myself. Hello!
I don't believe you. I think you wrote that from the heart.
Alright, you got me. It was from the heart. 100%. I got a question for you, though.
What's your question?
What's the longest you've ever gone without sleeping?
I sleep religiously. I cannot skip hours. I go to bed at 8:30, but probably 26 hours. Just over a day.
26 hours.
Yeah.
I wish that was it for me. What's the longest you've ever slept? How about that one?
12 hours. That was after a long amount of traveling.
I slept for 25 hours straight one time.
I don't believe you.
I did.
That's
I was
ridiculous.
sick. I know.
Okay.
I was shocked. But yeah, I was sick, so I had an excuse.
Did you feel better afterwards? That's the real question, though.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Probably, or probably not. I was very confused because I woke up and it looked the same outside as it did when I went to bed. And I was like, oh, it must be morning. Nope, it was evening again.
Impressive.
All right, next up, he's a podcaster, a reviewer, and a voice actor. It's RogersBase, everyone. Hey, Roger.
How's it going? I think this is my first time on the show, so I'm looking forward to answering some questions and hanging out with you guys.
Wait, are you unsure if you've been on here before?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I have been, because this is a new show, so I don't think I have been. See, for
Relatively,
me...
this is episode 9, though, already.
Yeah, that's true. See, why didn't you have me on episode 1? That's the question.
I don't get to make those decisions, so I will just take a step back and be the good guy again.
Fair enough.
But Roger, I hope you're back for more.
I am. I'm here. I'm ready. Let's talk some video games.
Well, first, I need you to say toy boat 6 times as fast as you can.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
That's as fast as you can talk. I'm impressed, though. You got it. I'll give it to you. I guess I need to Venmo you $1 now. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Venmo me $1, please.
Once I figure out what Venmo is, you got it, buddy.
Fair enough.
All right, and last up, she's been here before. She's a gamer, a streamer, and it is her 4th time on the show, which automatically awards her 400 meaningless points. It's Shubble!
I got so excited. Hello.
Shelby, welcome back.
I'm a veteran now.
If
I
I
want, like,
asked
a
you to
badge
name
for it.
the lyrics, all the lyrics to one song, what's the first song that comes to mind?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
That's the best that I got.
This is why you're a 4th timer. You're a professional.
Yeah. And I'm glad to be here.
So how's everybody doing? I know HBomb and Shelby have some history. Roger wants to be nice, but HBomb, you seem to have some beef here going on. What's happening?
No, it's just everyone thinks Shelby's this innocent, sweet little girl. She's not. She's very mean to me.
I am precious.
She uses
you've
me for
been
my
very
puppy.
nice to me, so I'm not holding anything against you. You're starting with a clean slate. If you continue to be nice to me, I'll still like you. But if you end up being mean to me, better watch out.
I'll
Give her a
only
few
be mean to
hours.
you.
Did you say she uses you to get to your puppy?
Yes.
Have you seen his puppy?
I was going to say, who wouldn't do that? I use people all the time for their puppies.
That's why I don't like her, though.
You don't like her because she likes your puppy? Okay, Shelby, you need to dislike his puppy somehow because...
No,
Yeah.
I can't. It's too cute.
How dare
She's
you
peed
like
multiple
his
times
puppy?
in her
I love
house.
him.
Okay, who out there watching right now, who out there would totally use their friend to get to their puppy or their kitty? Come on.
First
We
person
got
said
friends that
puppies
want to
are
fly to
awesome.
our house. Well, they would fly to Cincinnati just to come hang out with our cat.
Cat
They
wouldn't
pretend
be
it's for wedding planning or for because they're interested in moving here or whatever else, but we all know. We know why they're here.
Yeah. It's for animals.
Cat.
I would do it too, but it doesn't make me a good person. That's what I think about
But
Shelby.
I don't have a dog, so you can't do it to me.
Everyone
wouldn't
out
do it
there,
about
minus
cats.
Doge Challenger and Alex Evans, would totally be Shelby in this situation. We've got 2 people
They're on
now,
my
HBomb.
side.
Too. You got to convince them. You've got all show to convince them, HBomb. You got a chance here, but the odds are not in your favor this time.
Convince them that Shelby's a bad person, or convince them that. I'll
Hey,
go
it's
with
up to
Shelby's a
you.
bad
Whatever
person.
you're trying to convince people of, man, I'll let you do that.
I can tell when Shelby's lying, and I'll point it out. I got this on
All right.
lock.
That's not true.
Dang.
I'll show you up.
Wait, was that a
What's
lie?
your tell?
Or was that the truth?
No, give me. What's your tell? I will watch for it during this episode to see.
Yeah,
No.
you tell me what my tell is, because I don't think I've ever lied
No,
to
because
you.
then you'll hide it.
I'm going to be focusing really intently here, so every time you call her out, I'll be like, aha! It's that she
I've
goes
never claimed to be a good
every
gambler.
time. Oh, okay.
She has a terrible.
I'm not a
poker face.
gambler either. I like not losing money, and I know I would lose.
My favorite thing
Yeah.
is
I
to
like
lose
saving.
money.
I can't even gamble fake money. Like, that's how bad I am. Like, you play
So you
video
don't play
games, like those
Monopoly
arcade games that have built-in gambling, and I'm like, oh no, my artificial currency
Oh.
is too valuable to me.
I
You have
gambled
no
in
idea how many
RuneScape.
hours
What?
I spent on Pokemon, the first gen, just playing the little casino game.
Right? And then they cut it from future games. Like, what the
Yeah.
heck?
Well,
Did you know
it's probably
that
not
there's a
good to
game?
encourage underage gambling, which is probably what the problem was. But I agree, I liked it. Other than playing it, I liked the money. I just bought the coins. I'm not gonna lie. I just went and bought the coins. I would just
Yeah.
grind the Elite Four for money, buy the coins I needed for my Dratini, and call it a day.
Dratini.
No, you gotta go for
you
the
stopped at
Porygon.
Dratini? Exactly.
Exactly.
See?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the highest one?
No, like this.
What
I
was the
like
highest
this guy.
one?
Porygon.
Or, I mean, I got one. Then I probably just traded it after that because I never used. He was a box. He just stayed in the
What?
box.
Porygon's the
box.
best. Porygon, you trade
Psychic
him.
type. Okay, Psychic type reigns supreme in Gen 1, so I just rolled out with Psychic that had no counters and demolished everything. But I'm getting a little off track here. We should probably go over our robot scale before we start debating semantics of Generation 1 Pokemon. Alright, here we
you're
go.
wrong.
Here's
It's
our robot scale. Shelby, you're pretty good at human. I'm going to bump the other two down one for disagreeing with me on Gen 1. So they start off as
you go.
Neanderthals because
Cave.
I have that kind of power.
She has
Perfect.
too much power.
I do. It should be taken away immediately. I've been saying that since episode 1. But hello, everyone out there. This is our robot scale. I'm going to go over it real quick. If you guys have an idea of where our panelists should start, by all means, vote. Starting on the left, we have our single-cell organism. We move to the right. We go reptile, Neanderthal, human, cyborg, android, and omnipotent AI, which I have gotten right for 3 weeks in a row now. Very proud of myself for that. I used to say omnipotent every time instead of omnipotent.
That's what I used
so-
to say. Omnipotent.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to wean myself of that crutch, but it's hard. It's really hard to get off of omnipotent.
Because you're
Yeah, I
not
don't
a
even know how to
robot.
spell AI.
HBomb reptile, says Chaos Bjorn. Bjorn,
Oh, come
Bjorn?
on.
Yeah, make
Alex
him a lizard
Evans.
person.
Come on,
Joni
don't
Bird
do
says
it.
go Shubble. Lots of
Oh,
votes
it's so
for
slow.
reptile.
Stop
there.
it. Oh.
I'm seeing it. Start
okay.
H-bomb
Start
on
H-bomb
me.
as amoeba.
Alex.
Jet Ninja Girl says H should start above everyone else. So
This is
H,
true.
if you're a reptile, you're above everyone else and being behind.
That's
Come on,
true.
stop! Come on! This is like the ultimate tease. It's like slowly going back up. Like, oh, you might be a human. Nope, you're a reptile.
And people end up off the scales and on people's heads. With this scale, we go all over the place here.
What do you have against
All
lizard
sorts
people?
reptile. All right, move Roger down to reptile so it's
One.
fair, but we'll leave Shelby alone because she didn't argue with me in Pokemon.
Come on! She's the worst. Let her win.
See, the thing is,
Maybe
I don't
being
get
a reptile's
salty.
better than being human. You ever thought of that? Just eating flies and sunning on a rock all day?
You're right.
Pretty good life.
I'm
That's
not
the
gonna
life
argue
I
with that
try to-
logic.
Right?
I try to live that life.
I feel like I do
So-
already.
Being a human is hard.
It is hard. See, being a reptile would be easy. Minus predators and shorter lives
Yeah.
and stuff. But we won't think about that aspect. We'll be happy and
Get
stupid and eat our
bugs.
crickets.
Yeah.
But that's our robot scale. What it means to be a robot versus a single cell organism, we don't know. Maybe it's better to be in the middle or be a reptile. Maybe it's best to be omnipotent. Personally, ignorance is bliss is always kind of weighed high in my mind, so maybe being stupid is better. That's why I'm always off the scale on the left side of the chart. But
The left side.
Is that why you're
Yes.
not listed on here? It's because we can't even see
yes,
you. You're
I am so
left.
far
off the chart.
uninvolved
Oh, that-
that
understandable.
Earth is too high of intelligence for me to compare to.
One day you'll make it.
I was
Don't
only
worry.
good in school, and we all know that doesn't mean anything. Shots fired.
Dang.
Before my old teachers come back to haunt me, let's jump into our gaming news quiz. So this is pretty easy. This is just like a little warm-up round. I'll ask each of you a question in the same order I introduced you, and you guys just fill in the blank. Get it right, yay. Get it wrong, boo. And we'll see where we go from there. So, H, are you ready?
I'm going to get this wrong, and I'm going to be a single-cell organism, aren't I?
Listen, the audience is to determine that. So odds are no matter what you do, you'll be down there based on how they're voting for you already.
This is true.
I'm just glad I'm not first this time.
So, yeah,
thanks,
Shelby, you get a taste to watch everybody else fail
First,
before you get a...
every other
Hey.
time.
H
I'll bite
decided
the
you'd be
bullet.
last this time. He got to determine the order.
That's
Yeah,
where
I
she
wanna-
deserves to be last.
Wow.
See, I'm not mean. He is.
I never said I wasn't mean.
He's only mean
I
to
own a-
you, though, it
What-
seems. He's only mean to you.
I might forgive him if we get a puppy on camera at some point. All right.
No, it's not
so
fair.
here we
He's
go.
right there. He's literally right there.
He's asleep at my feet right now.
What a
What
tease.
happened?
Here's your
He's had a long
question.
day.
Why isn't your puppy on camera? Wait, that's not right. A wristwatch costing $258,000 and depicting characters from what popular Nintendo franchise went on sale this week?
Oh, there's a lot of good Nintendo games that I feel like would be worth it.
This
gonna
one's
s-
kind of on topic for today.
That doesn't help me. I'm not smart. I'm gonna say it's between like Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon, but I think I'm gonna go Mario.
Well,
Can
Pokemon
I
was the
steal?
topic we had today, so Pokemon is the answer, not Mario.
We'll play
I
this
gave
game.
you the best clue I could, and you single-cell organismed it. I can't help you there.
Oh come on! No, don't move me down. Move me
All
up.
right,
I'm
all
human. I'm human. I make mistakes. Come on, people.
You have to prove
Ooh.
it.
That's a good point.
I
It does
just
make
did.
mistakes. It's a very human thing to screw up every chance you get to be right.
Exactly.
All right, we'll have to see how you end up at the end of the show. I'm curious now. More info on this watch. Luxury watchmaker Romain Jerome describes the watch as having an incredible and captivating 3D effect, such that the characters look animated and ready to pop out at any second. But it's also what's inside that makes the watch so expensive, says Jerome. The dial, made entirely by hand, required hundreds of hours to create due to the numerous colors present which needed to be created and then hand-filled one by one. The case back was equally thought through, and we can admire the oscillating weight of the self-winding tourbillon? Okay, now, a Torbjorn. It's an Overwatch character. Laser-shaped like a lightning bolt, and Pikachu seen from the back. I have no idea what a tourbillon is. It sounds like something my great-uncle from, like, Eastern Ohio would say. But,
Toblerone.
yeah,
It sounds like it's
Torbjorn.
trying to be a
Toblerone.
Pokemon, but it's not. I don't know what it
Tourmaline.
is.
I don't know. It's something like that. Yo, Overwatch! There's some excitement for Overwatch being mentioned. But yes, a $258,000 Pokemon wristwatch that
Wow.
HBomb now owes me for the insult I took for my Gen 1 Porygon dislike.
You deserve nothing. You're not getting a $258,000 watch.
Nothing.
You did.
And nothing is what I'll get, I guarantee it.
I'm going down to single cell organism, aren't I?
You're probably going down.
Go
You're
down
gonna be
the
down
pride.
to me off the chart before this is over with. All right,
I gotta
Roger,
say,
who's
though-
equally in hot water, are you ready for
Okay.
your question?
I'll take it.
All right. Which sequel, developed by Bungie, will not be available on Steam when released on PC, but instead go to Blizzard's game launcher on Battle.net, which is soon to be renamed too. I think Battle.net's being renamed as well, isn't it?
I am pretty sure the answer is Destiny 2.
You're right.
There you go.
I wanted to find a way to make it wrong, but you were right.
The only way I know that, the only reason I know this is that I started playing Destiny last year. I was like really late on the Destiny bandwagon. And I started playing through the game on PS4, and it already had like all of the updates. So they had like all the different expansion packs. So I started playing with everything unlocked, and I leveled up really quickly. And so I had a really good time with it. But a lot of people who started from the beginning sort of had to grind their way to the top and then kind of got sick of it. So for me, I'm actually excited to play Destiny 2. I think it looks really,
Just
really
to
fun.
throw my 2 cents out there, I started playing immediately after the first expansion had come out. It was before the
The Rise
the
of Iron?
Wolves, before the Rise of Iron. There was 2 expansions
Okay.
before that. And I loved the game. And there was this gun, Galahorn, which came back later on, that was really hard for people to get. There were so many forums of people being angry that they couldn't just work a certain way to get this gun, but it was such a random RNG drop. Random RNG. It's random squared. It's super random. More random than usual random. Don't judge my grammar.
You hate to see it.
And I got like one of them. And I was so excited. And then like almost immediately afterward, it felt like they released the Iron, whatever it was called, and it took away that gun and like all these other ones that I loved so much. And it's like, you can still have them, but they only deal 1% damage to enemies now, so they're useless. And it was just so sad. And then like the 3 or 4
Taken
raids.
King.
Yeah, Taken King. The 3 or 4 raids became useless, and only the Oryx raid was relevant. And I don't know, I loved the variety. I loved like being able to get my guns, whatever guns I enjoyed, and it almost felt like they were forcing you to accept their new stuff, and they just kind of quit updating it after a while, which I get, that's a lot to update. But that's honestly what kind of my love of Destiny was, whenever I was just forced to do one raid, which was probably my least favorite of all of them, because everyone was required to be so good at it, and it caused a lot
Oryx
of group infighting and stuff. Yeah, like if one person messed up the Oryx raid, it was basically like a wipe. But
yeah. What was your class?
trying to remember. There was Hunter, there was Warlock, and I was the other one. Titan was me.
Oh yeah, Titan.
But I kind of went off on a tangent there. I should probably get back to back to work
I have
here.
no idea what you're
Had a
talking
little
about.
bit of passion for Destiny there. I'm sorry, guys.
Destiny
My
talk.
inner demons are crawling out. Shelby, let's go to you.
Oh no.
You've had 2 questions to be in my rant to be prepared for this.
I'm not ready at all.
Your whole life culminates in this question.
Oh no.
And then the next one,
least
whenever
I'm
you're on the
already
show again
human.
next week.
Probably.
Which esport game from Blizzard is getting an official minor league?
Overwatch?
Overwatch!
I was like, what other one does Blizzard have? Or is it's Hero of the Storm? I don't know. But yeah.
Well,
Overwatch.
yeah, but that one's still relatively new. It'd be kind of quick to jump
Yeah.
on. Well, it's not new, but it's new that it's gaining popularity because of their crossover stuff. But
With Overwatch.
Blizzard has announced Overwatch Contenders, which they're calling a development league for aspiring Overwatch League professionals. Season 0 will start over the summer and will take the form of an open sign-up online-only qualifier with the goal of prying the top 8 teams in each region from the woodwork. The prize pool for each Season 0 tournament will be $50,000.
Wow.
You can almost, if you win it 5 times, you get your watch.
There you go.
HBomb, I'm going to enter you and your team in the tournament. You're going to win that for me, right?
We will lose so fast.
I was like, have you
wanna
even
be
played
human,
Overwatch?
don't you?
I want to be a human, but I don't think I can make it.
Well, you gotta
Make
bribe
me an
the host.
android.
That's the way the world works. You gotta give if you want to be given to. You know, this isn't a free handout world we live in.
I'm not gonna
gift
sleep
to
with
be
a leg.
given to? It was just
Yeah, you gotta give to be given to.
all right.
That sounds really religious. I like it.
You know, I'm gonna move myself not only past single self. I'm just gonna throw myself down into the burning depths of heck.
Heck,
Sounds about right.
that's a heckin' good idea.
Heck.
Yeah, to Hades' world.
Oh no!
Who's probably my favorite Disney villain. Just throwing that out.
I was gonna say, good with
Hades?
the Disney title. Very good.
Yeah.
I like when they blow his
Hey.
hair out.
Yeah. Oh, I could go. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I could go into Hades for the rest of this show, but I'm not gonna do it.
You should do it. What the heck?
We dance, we kiss, we schmooze, everyone comes on. Come on, what do you
Party down there, and they have dogs down there, so.
Yeah, I think Hades would even let.
What
I think
dog
Hades
would
would
he
let you
get?
pet his dog.
Yeah.
HBomb, when do we get to pet the puppy?
Do you want me to bring him up here?
I mean, if he's sleeping, no, you can't disturb a little bundle of love and joy.
No,
Cannot
yes,
show
you
puppies.
can. You can disturb a sleeping puppy.
We cannot show puppies. I have been told we cannot show puppies.
Oh, come on.
But we do have a drawing of HBomb's puppy.
Ooh.
Drawing. All right, let's see this.
Yes, the tension is building right now. There it is.
Oh my god!
That's the
That's so cute.
Oh, it's Link.
Its eyes look soulless, just like your dog.
this is
Yeah,
what we're
just
allowed
like
to
me.
show. Is this puppy? This is
That's
HBomb's
Link,
puppy
guys. He's so cute.
drawn to scale.
That's not far off.
No.
His eyes
little
do
bit
look
too
a little
tiny.
alien,
Little
though,
face.
being on both sides.
It looks
Off
like a
to the
tiny
side.
demon.
It
Yeah.
looks like something out of Men in Black. Yeah.
I want everyone watching to get their fill of this happiness and joy, because we're going to jump into Gamify the News, and we're probably going to ruin every possible good game we could have made with these stories. So get happiness, just fill yourselves up, because we're going to take it away momentarily. Gamify the News.
It's
I'm very
my
good at
For those of
taking
you that haven't been to the show before, Gamify the News, we're going to give you a real-life news story that our contestants here are going to turn into a video game, and we're going to judge them based on the title, the main character, the gameplay, the plot, and any cheat codes or Easter eggs or DLC they can come up with to put into this game. Full game design being produced by Roger. As soon as this show ends, he will get to work on designing these games and getting them on Origin or Steam or Blizz app or maybe
The
just
eShop.
I don't know, the eShop. Coming soon. Are you guys ready to work together? Shelby and HBomb, I should ask you, you two ready to work together to create a great game?
I'll make an exception for this.
I was gonna say this is my favorite part, so I'm ready.
I'll take it. All right. Round 1. World's first operational RoboCop hits the streets of Dubai. A little bit more info for you. Designed by PAL Robotics of Spain, REEM was first unveiled in 2011. Weighing 220 pounds and 5 foot 6 inches high, the 2-armed, wheel-based service robot can speak 9 languages out of the box and is highly customizable, says its creators. Citizens can ask the robot questions, pay fines, oh goody, and access a variety of police information via purpose-built software. Its facial recognition technology is only 80% accurate, but the robot's camera eyes will send live feeds to a command control center for analysis. So it's like the prototype 0.1 early access beta build of RoboCop in Dubai.
That sounds amazing.
Make a RoboCop video game,
Make a game out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's easy because you just talked about how it has cameras in its eyes, and we've been talking about Pokemon the whole show. This is the opportunity to make Pokemon Snap 2. I think this is the time.
Yes.
We use this robot. This is the protagonist.
Okay,
we make
I take
Pokemon
back
Snap
everything
2.
I said. This is a good idea. I like it. Run
This is
with
the
it.
future of Pokemon now.
Okay.
The robot.
Yes.
Instead of it being a robot, we make it B sharp. It's just straight up B sharp, and he's got all the mechanics of it. Yes. Instead of guns, he's got the blades on the hands. It'll work. And I want him to have a camera. You don't know who that is, do you, Shelby?
No.
You're a fake Pokemon fan.
I'm not fake.
It's like a dark steel type. It's like red and brown with like the steel.
Yeah.
Sides.
It looks like a Sentai villain, kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
All
needs
right.
to be
I like
part of
it.
this.
For those of you who don't know Pokemon out there, B Sharp might be a little bit of like a Gen 4 5 throw out, but
Also, maybe even not B sharp, but it isn't in Sun. There's Rotom X or Rotom Dex, whatever he's called.
Rotom.
And he literally takes pictures.
Rotom's a good
Rotom.
choice.
Yes.
That's
That was a good
his
one.
job
Part
is
of
for
your shelf.
pictures. You can also
Okay.
you can give him guns if you want to.
And actually, Rotom's whole thing is that Rotom can possess like mechanical objects using his electric powers. So he could you could just have Rotom possess this robot. So we could still use the robot from the news story, but just have Rotom taking control of him.
Rotom
On that
controls the
note,
whole
you could even have it to where instead of having one protagonist, your protagonist is Rotom, and you've got to find different equipment to possess to get the shots you want.
Yes.
I like
You got to find like a DSLR and upgrade your quality. Oh, it'll be amazing.
Now, what do we name this game?
Pokemon Snap 2.
Pokemon Snap 2.
Is that okay? Cool. Don't add guns and stuff to this.
Okay.
Pokemon
RoboCop, Pokemon Snap. I like the transition. It fully 100% makes sense. There should be no one that disagrees with it, right?
Robomon Snap 2.
There'd be so much hype if they made Pokemon Snap 2. A
Are you
ridiculous
kidding me?
amount.
Of course.
Alex
Even when they
Evans
just
says Roger's a cyborg, Shelby's an AI, and H is an amoeba. That's between
Everyone's so nice to
reptile
me.
and single cell. That's
They're
that's
so
multiple
nice to
cells. They could have gone lower. So I mean, it could be worse.
Hey, as long as I'm not dead last, I'm happy. Although Shelby's way
Dead
too high
last
up now.
compared to everyone else, or compared to the chart?
I was like, you definitely are
Compared to the
last.
chart. Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay,
go
yeah,
last
you're not
for
there
charts.
yet.
We know
You're doing
that.
great.
Almost.
Okay, so what? What could be like some Easter eggs we could put? Because like Pokemon Snap had some hidden, hard to get shots, right?
Yeah, like they had the Kingler, they had the Doug Trio, then like Mew and the Skylights or whatever. We need to get stuff like that. like if he's going around a city, we have to have the city like building shaped as a Pokemon. I think that'd be cool.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't know what Pokemon. You guys come up with that part.
Why did you-
I
why
like
did you say
the
this?
thought of an image. What about a shot where you can catch a glimpse of the original Pokemon Snap guy, like going down and taking pictures of Pokemon, so you can kind of just quickly get a glimpse. Maybe you go back in time somehow and you get a glimpse of the original Pokemon Snap game, like being filmed or something.
Well, if you're in the middle of a city, maybe what you could do is you could see Todd, who's the name of the guy who used to be the protagonist of the first game. You could see Todd's photo studio in the window of one of the buildings, and if you take a picture of it, Todd sends you back in the past, and you get to play Pokemon Snap HD.
Yes.
I want
like
this to be
it.
a real game.
I like it. Pokemon Snap
Pokemon's gonna steal
2,
it.
RoboCop edition. I'm pretty happy about this.
Yeah, we kind of threw
And
the
then-
RoboCop out the window, but
Oh, it's perfect because Rotom, Robo, it kind of works together.
Yeah, Rotom Robocop.
RotoCop.
Rotocop, yeah. There we go.
RotoCop.
Rotoshop.
Robocop! Yo, yes.
Rotoshop.
I like that.
We
No.
have a full line of products and services and gear and games. All we got to do is somehow buy the licensing to Pokemon.
Or sell the
maybe-
idea to them.
Pokemon's already on Disney
Yeah.
XD, so we can figure out something. We'll figure out something.
Okay, I like it. I like this.
I do too. I
Man,
want this
what
game.
else? Does it matter who our main character is? We're just Rotom, right? We're just
Rotom,
Rotom. That's
Rotom.
our.
Wrote him in the Robo,
Okay.
yeah.
Can we like
All right.
customize the color and everything too? I think we should.
Ooh.
Give it a
Sure,
little bit of
add it
customization
there.
to your character.
This is your guys' game. Make it. The
We gotta
color of
customize
what?
something. Like get your Rotom or Robo suit. Roto.
Set up because he's red and you can make him blue or green.
Do you have a
Yeah.
chance of spawning in as a shiny Rotom too? Like there's a small chance you might be.
yes.
I like that. I
You
like
should be able
it.
to like unlock things to upgrade to being shiny Rotom.
You're
Okay.
basically talking
Oh.
about like skins
Randomly
in Overwatch.
spawning.
A
By
level
taking
up.
pictures, you
Yeah.
get paid, and then you get new skins to cover your
Legendary
robot.
Rotom skins.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
There we
we can
go.
make it
Take it.
multiplayer and everyone's running
Aesthetic
around
field.
trying to get pictures.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
You can
If
interact.
they
You can
put
kill
this on
people.
the Switch, I'm telling you, I would buy this day one. We're making a
Same.
really good game. Here.
Yeah, I think a show of hands out there. Who out there, or a show of yeses, rather.
Hand emoji
Who out
here.
there
Hand
would
emojis.
buy Pokemon Snap 2 if it came out? That is one of like the most iconic games of our childhoods, I think.
It really was. I played so many hours of it. It was
Huge.
ridiculous.
Like, I didn't actually play it. I had a friend who played it. I went over to his house and watched him play the crap out of it, but I never got to play it. See, everyone wants that game.
Of
There's a hand.
How do you do a
I
hand?
like. There's a Roger.
Hand emoji.
Well done, Roger.
How do you do
Everyone-
emoji?
everyone wants-
Oh, there's emojis.
Everybody gets 2 points for this great
Yes.
game. I'm proud of you.
Yay! Even Liam?
Shelby, shut up and said
Even-
everyone.
Shh, shh, shh.
I'm gonna be generous because I'm really excited for this. This made me happy.
Yes.
You've pleased my single cell organism brain enough to be rewarding.
This is probably the
That was
first
hard to put
actually
on.
good idea we've ever come up with.
Yeah,
All the
I
rest
know.
of
It
it's
always was to
terrible.
rip off another great game. It didn't take place. Why haven't we done that before? Half the other games out there do it.
We're
You needed
learning.
me and Roger here. Shelby obviously has
You got
no experience
Pokemon
with
players.
Hey!
it.
Wait, are you saying Shelby has no experience ripping off other people's ideas?
No,
She's
Shelby
the best.
contributed a
Thank
lot.
Maybe.
Oh, Shelby contributed a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
She's the one who said that Rotom should be the one possessing
Yeah.
the robot. That was her
'Cause I didn't know
idea.
that other Pokemon.
Stop giving her credit. I don't like
I
it.
get a bigger share of the profit.
I don't know what's blame or what's credit, but I like all of it. I'm happy with you all. So
Thank you.
let's go to round 2, where we'll expect a little bit more disappointment and a little less greatness.
Fair enough.
Maybe. I don't know. This kind of is
We
right
set
up
the
my
bar
alley
pretty
here.
high with that one.
We really
think that's the
did. Maybe
second
we should have gone with that one last. But too late. Cat's out of the bag, or puppy's out of the puppy container. Now.
Royalty
We
free.
have our illustration here. Yes.
Royalty-free
Royalty-free character. Look at those royalty-free puppy mon.
It's Rockrow.
Rotom Vision.
It's
Vision.
Stonebark, not Rockruff, but Stonebark.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It's royalty-free
Don't say anything.
counterpart.
Stone
Right.
Bark.
Good old Stonebark. In our outlet mon protagonist. Look at the puppies. I like it. There we go.
I want the hand
Pokemon Snap 2. Or I mean,
Pocket Man.
Container of Pants Creature 2.
Generic monster.
Pocket Monster.
Snap 2.
Pocket Monster.
Round 2. Let's go there before I get moved down further. Second
I can't go
live
in.
stop. A virtual reality for chickens. You guys with me? You guys with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Virtual reality for chicken. Bark, 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 bark. I was gonna grab a chicken prop, but I don't know if it's good to do so. So this is my chicken prop now. I should really figure out what's good and what's bad. Second Livestock is the name. Is a conceptual art project that sees hens strapped over exercise balls and fitted, not filled, with virtual reality goggles intended to convince these captive animals that they're out in the barnyard having the time of their lives. On one hand, Second Livestock is a comment on the cruelty of battery farming. On the other hand, it intends to make us think about exactly how much of our own lives we spend staring into screens. So, the little blurb, quick, before this becomes the worst episode of Black Mirror. I don't know if you guys have watched that, but the ones I've seen have been like really like, oh, okay, I guess that's the end. Wow. Turn this story into a game, but let's make it an adventure game.
Adventure
Okay.
game.
Second Livestock. I think isn't Second Life like a...
Second Livestock?
Yeah. Second Livestock's the name of the actual game that the story is about. But Second Life was a game where like people would go online and simulate like themselves in a different life, right? So
Yeah.
that's
What was the name of the
normal life?
What was the name of the headset for the chicken?
I'm not sure if it was just a VR headset. I don't think it had a particular name here.
Because I was thinking Oculus Rift is one of the popular headsets, right? So instead of Oculus Rift, you could do Oculus Rift. Like cluck, like a chicken cluck.
Boculus.
Oculus?
I'm proud of you guys for that those puns. Good job. You did
Those
really
are good.
I've been known to make her punter make.
Yep.
You got it. Don't worry.
Good work. Good work.
Thank you.
I think that just proves you're a robot because you had a little bit of a glitch right there.
A little malfunction.
It was the water.
Oh, sorry, I had to reset there. No, I'm definitely a single cell organism.
He's lying to us.
Why don't you guys make a game instead of judging me
Alright, yeah.
here?
So we have a name,
It's close.
and it's an adventure game with chickens.
Yeah.
You guys can make a new name. This is just the name of the actual VR thing that they're making. We're making a game about the game.
The game for the chickens?
We're making a game about the game for the chickens. This is
But yeah, is it a
Gameception.
game that the chickens are playing in VR, or is this a game you're playing of chickens in VR?
I think we're playing as the chicken who's playing VR, which is
Okay,
weird.
we're the chickens.
Yeah.
Or
We're
this
in
could just be
VR.
some kind of adventure where we're trying to like break out of a world where everyone is just living a VR life.
Oh.
Maybe. Oh,
Create your own adventure here, boys and girls. This is your chance to shine. Think outside of the chicken hen
The
box.
main villain of the game could be the owner of a fried chicken hut. And basically he put
Colonel.
the VR helmets to keep the chickens in line. And then
Captain
I don't know.
Sanders. Good old
Captain
Captain Sanders.
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 Yeah.
Well,
Our villain. Captain Sanders is our villain. Okay.
He's in charge of
So we
Alaska
will try
fried
and
Give me
Free
more.
the
Are we
chickens.
playing as the chickens?
chicken.
I think we should be playing.
Grill.
we should be playing
grill.
as one of the chickens, trying to free the
Okay.
other chickens
That's good.
All right. What's our adventure? Where does our adventure start, and where do we go?
in your coop.
In the coop, yeah, I was going to say.
And the coop of the farm.
But what do we do?
And our
Do we
chicken
collect
could be named,
eggs?
Zeldin Cooped. Right?
You tried.
Never mind. If you guys have another chart of less than dirt, just bump me down a few more spots. Please, guys, go ahead. I'm going to stay out
We
of
need
your
a
game
wade
now.
marker just so we can throw them around the chart.
Alex
Yeah.
Evans in the chat. Alex Evans in the chat just said, "What?" Just the word
What?
"what."
Yeah.
So I think that we started off in like the little coop, and then we gotta manage to make our way out of the coop and out of the farm, and then we gotta like do something afterwards. But how do we get like the other VR things off the hens too? Do we have to go collect something and come back to the coop? What do chickens collect? Eggs?
No, they lay those.
They lay eggs. They don't collect.
You guys are in charge.
Good job,
here.
though.
Collect
Maybe feathers.
feathers. That works.
Feathers
They have to collect seeds.
Yeah,
Seeds. That works. That's
Yeah.
probably copywritten by Zelda though. Right now, so they probably can't
Or
collect
Minecraft.
seeds. Or Minecraft. That's true. I don't play Minecraft though, so.
Nerd.
Nintendo owns the
We
rights
play
to all
Minecraft.
seeds.
So you collect seeds, and then what?
Oh, the seeds make you stronger. Bigger
you
chicken.
start getting
and then
really
you gotta
buff chicken.
Okay. And then
Yeah,
you can be
you gotta
too big and powerful for your small headset, which just breaks off.
Yes.
Then you start
Ooh, I like
stomping
that.
on the farmers.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you
Well,
need to get
maybe-
bigger than all the farmers.
I like this idea where the chickens get really buff. Maybe what they could collect are hormone pills. Because you know how like
my
all
God.
the fast food chicken giants,
Hormone
they
seeds.
stuff the chicken with hormones? That's what they could do is you have to collect hormone pills and then eventually the chicken gets so buff that he breaks off the helmet. I like that idea. That's good.
That helps with sending the message of what we're doing to chickens.
Exactly.
There we
Like,
go.
we're trying to
Okay.
send a message we don't want to hurt chickens and stuff, beef it. I don't know, but it helps with the idea of not wanting to farm chickens for meat in inhumane ways.
Because
Yeah.
they'll get too big and try killing us. Yes.
No, because they're
That's right.
This game is approved
that's
by
it.
PETA. People
Yeah.
eating tasty animals, right? Or no, that's not it.
I
What's
think
it
that's the
stand
name.
for? Okay. Yeah. Very PETA-supported game where we're trying to
Yeah.
show the horrors of. It won't stop me because I'm a monster, but it's a good message out there for. I will say that I do hate the treatment of animals that are eaten, but
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a monster to stop.
What was the name
It's
of
got
it?
real. I know. What is the name? Second Livestock's the name of the game that we are basing our game on.
And that's such a
But-
good name.
I know, it really is.
Fly the coop or something? Something coop. Coop breakout or I don't know.
I'm thinking of puns really hard.
I know.
Prison
it's
break.
kinda
break.
like-
I'm not getting any good puns.
maybe if their game's not fully out yet, we can just beat them to the punch and take their title.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Just
I like
business.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna try that.
Second Life
It's
Stop.
business.
Is it copyright yet?
Yeah, like
It's just business.
just simply business. Business decision.
Can we talk about like? the
I'm really
fighting
showing
scene?
myself to be a great person in the creation of this game.
Showing off your good side.
What
No, we have to
DLC
talk about
or
the fighting.
Easter eggs? The fighting? Oh yeah, okay, I guess
Yeah.
we should explain the gameplay a little bit better. All right, so we're collecting our hormone injections.
So what's the
And
fighting
then-
style?
I think it's got to be either Pokemon style or Mortal Kombat style. I kind of like the idea of
Kombat style.
yes, against the bad farmers who are eating chickens. That's how it's got to go. You could do the voice of that too. You did a good job.
You're a first hired voice actor.
I've never done well other than voicing like I've never done real voice acting. I don't know.
Mm.
I'm not good at coming up with my own voice. I'm just good at imitating others. So
I'm not good at either.
I'm trying to think.
maybe
I
we
like
should
the
all
Mortal Kombat
voice this
fighting
game.
style.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
you just have combos to do different moves.
That's right. You could
Yeah,
peck out
because
their
Ultimate-
eyes.
it could be a
Ultimate
console
move.
game.
They drop a
Mortal Kombat
giant
game
egg
here.
that just like explodes on the opponent and finishes them.
Yes.
Kick them with your giant chicken foot.
I like
your
it.
one chicken foot. That's it.
Yo, just one.
Okay, so we have like a progressional, harder and harder enemy Mortal Kombat style fighting game where we're collecting our hormonal injections from the bosses we beat. What are we gonna do? Like, where does the game end? I guess
You have to take out Captain
fight.
Sanders.
The slaughterhouse?
Yep.
I don't know.
Xanders with a Z or an X.
Xanders, you're right.
Sanders.
Okay.
You have a boss
Captain
fight
Sand.
with all the chickens.
And then
Oh,
there's, like,
okay.
an
So you have like
emotional-
multiple chickens go into the fight at once, and you gotta like control your one playable character is actually like a swarm of powerful, buffed up chickens.
I like that. And you actually
Or-
fight. What's his name? Captain Xanders?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you would fight him, and then he's like, "There's nothing you could do. I own all you chickens." And then they're like, "Oh, you don't notice anymore." And then they like push him into a deep fryer or something, and then like they sell him.
Nice.
end it off-
We start our own restaurant of people.
That's right.
Yeah.
This took a
that
really
sounds
bad
great. Or after
Peter
all the
still
hormones.
might be on board here. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out.
After all the
Now that
hormones.
could be like
you
the
just lay this
DLC. We'll call
giant-
it "Taste of Your Own Medicine" or something. I don't know. The Taste of Your Own
I
Medicine.
love
DLC.
there was a name in the chat by Lindsley P, and she called
Okay.
it Operation Eggscape. Was the name of the game? I think that's
Ooh,
brilliant.
I like that.
Yes.
I like it. Can we have a
Atomic
DLC
bomb.
called "Bach to the Basics"?
Back to basics. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Everyone's better at puns than I am today. Stop it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any good ones this time.
Hey, that's okay, HBomb. I've been chicking you out all show.
Oh, that's excellent. Oh, that's too
That was
easy.
bad.
Oh,
We need to move on. This is bad.
we should go to round 3. We should go to round 3. Second Livestock, the name we definitely didn't steal, coming to a store near you as soon as Roger's done making it.
It's all
Roger, I don't know what game design expertise you have, but I
Absolutely.
volunteered you. And there's our lovely illustration.
Sanders!
Nice.
Good old Captain Xanders and our buff chicken. That poor
I
chicken
love
on
the
the right.
detail that went into the chicken. And
Is it holding a syringe in the right?
It's a
wing?
steroid.
I thought that was like a dumbbell. or
Hormone
something.
injections.
hormones.
Oh,
Oh my god!
I love it.
Join us,
Little
VR
seeds in it
chicken.
so you inject it.
I love it.
Captain Xanders with a peg leg and I guess he's a pirate. Pirate
Yeah,
Captain Xanders
captain
in his
of a ship.
chicken farm.
They're wearing their VR headset. That's so cool.
Oh, I love it. All right, Roger, make the game. Go.
I'm making it right now.
There's our victory song. I
Nice.
definitely didn't steal that either.
No, of course not.
I also
Let's
I
move on
like
to round 3 here, guys. We have Second Livestock and we have Pokemon Snap 2 as our first 2 games. Round 3, we're going to combine 2 news stories into one game. Are you guys ready?
No.
ready as I'll ever be.
Well, one of you is, and that's good enough for me. First news story. Astronauts may wear 8-legged spacesuits to crawl across the moons of Mars. By building a small spacesuit instead of a large lander, NASA could save thousands of pounds worth of weight and millions of dollars and come home with unprecedented samples of an alien world. And I quote, "The thing about these moons is that they're very small, low-gravity objects," says Lockheed engineer Timothy Sitchin. You want to interact with the surface, but when you reach down, you don't want to push yourself away. So 8-legged spacesuits to crawl across the moons of Mars. Story 1. Story 2. Farting and peeing dinosaurs come to the Manitoba Museum.
Yes.
Great sound effects.
Okay.
We want to give the impression of every aspect of dinosaur life, said the exhibitor's creator, Dino Don Lessem. Dino in quotation. I guess that's his nickname. Dino Don Lessem. What a name. Imagine like a water fountain, he said, adding the press of a button makes the Protoceratops urinate into a pond that's filled with yellow food coloring. As for the Dilophosaurus, the farting dinosaur, Lessem said for now it just makes noise when visitors walk by. But if the dinosaur is a hit, museum staff can install smell cartridge that will let out a stink when guests pass.
Wow.
Match these 2 into one video game, everyone.
This is going to be our
Dinosaurs
least favorite, I feel.
Yeah.
No,
8-legged
dinosaurs
spacesuits.
versus moon spiders. It's on.
Okay.
It's
I like
8-legged things on the moon or space or whatever. They're gonna attack Earth, and the farting dinosaurs are gonna have to take them on and use their farting and peeing in order to get rid of them.
Why are there dinosaurs
Because
on
they're
Earth
made
again?
of metal. Because they're made of metal, they're immune to the claws and the teeth, so their only weapons are urine and gas.
Mm-hmm.
Because coming to another planet, you never know what the air is going to be like. So
It's true.
it could very well be deadly.
Okay, I can already tell this is going to be the face palming one. We already have a Mortal Kombat type game, so we got to be careful what kind of fighting game this is. Maybe this is
Let's
just like
make
an
it an
RPG. Yeah,
Oh,
RPG.
look at this!
Yeah.
Oh, look, wavelength right there, wavelength.
If it's like an MMO, like almost like World of Warcraft, you can pick which side you're on. Like you pick Horde and Alliance. So you can decide to be one of the dinosaurs, or you can decide to be one of the 8-legged space whatever.
Spiders. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
moon spiders.
Um,
That's all I got.
I didn't expect
Where-
it to go on.
where do we end at? We're fighting these monsters. Is there like tiers of robotic infiltrators? We've got to work our way up to the mothership or something.
Well, there could be a whole story with dungeons and like I'm thinking World of Warcraft, so that's the only thing I have going.
The
There could be.
dungeons
I like
of
that
space
idea.
robots.
Like space-
Dinosaurs and space
campaigns.
robots in dungeons.
Maybe space
Okay.
stations. They could like infiltrate
Space
the
station dungeon. Okay, space stations could be the dungeon.
Yeah.
That's,
It could be like
okay.
an MMO set in space where you travel from planet to planet to do different dungeons and whatever.
I want to see a T-Rex piloting a spaceship. Just want to.
No, they
Yes.
have to use the gas to fly up to space.
Well, methane.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
fossil fuel. I think we could come up with something. here.
Fossil fuel.
Yeah, because fossil fuels. Yeah, we use gas anyway, which is made.
Is
from
that the
fossil.
name of our game? Fossil fuel.
Fossil
Yes.
fuel?
And it's just a
I like
dinosaur
it.
propelling with green gas underneath.
Line
I
up,
like
yeah.
it.
I like this game. It's better than the second one already.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So you can play as either faction. Who are our first playable characters? We can't have every dinosaur known to man. So what dinosaurs do we want to feature to start with? Let's say like 4.
T-Rex, of course.
No, you can't start off with a T-Rex. That's like end
Okay,
game
raptors
stuff.
then. Raptors.
There we
Raptors
go.
Are,
Yeah.
Okay.
You could have pterodactyls, so you have your flying type class.
I like that.
And they use
Okay.
the gas to move faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have
for
like the
speed.
weird sub. You can have the weird subclass, which can maybe be DLC of like a woolly mammoth. That could work. Like
I think,
mammals.
I think we need to focus
Saber-toothed
on
tiger.
herbivores.
There you go.
We know herbivores and those weird plants they're eating would have the worst gas.
What are the really long
Yeah.
neck ones? They're the herbivores.
Brontosaurus.
Well,
Yeah,
is
those
it
ones.
asparagus that
Littlefoot.
makes like urine smell funny? So maybe the herbivores focus on urine and the meat eaters have the gas build up.
Urine is their strength. It's like
so
acid.
herbivores are your urine strength classes, and carnivores have the stronger gas.
In every dungeon you beat, you get more money to buy the stuff to make your
Upgrades.
pee stronger. Or
Oh,
You
yeah,
get different
food. and
foods
butter
that'll
and-
affect your
Yeah.
urine and gas
like that.
differently.
You
I'd
can go to
play
like the
this.
local
Yeah.
Dino Bell and get some dino tacos and stuff.
Dino
Just load
Bell?
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go to
It's a
Green Castle.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Copyrighted. Yeah. Okay. Edward Hodson says, "Don't forget about the plesiosaur. There's no pleasing
What is
anyone in
that
this
one?
game."
Yep.
You know, you will be pleased.
Plesiosaur is the water one, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a
Oh,
water.
okay. Having a water type.
Smosasaur, the plesiosaur, and yeah,
That's a good idea, actually.
I'm seeing some amazing ideas in the chat. Stankosaurus Rex, Velociraptor, or hold on, Velocigaster. I like
Oh my
that.
god.
Oh boy.
That's good. Now, what if you're the
parts of-
other faction?
The
Moon
plesiosaur.
spiders.
Yeah, what if you're on the moon
moon-
spider side?
There's moon spiders.
They're much less
and
funny.
moon
There's less
octopus.
puns with them.
Yeah, that one's not as fun. That's why you don't join that one as often.
Yeah, no one's
It'd
gonna
be
play
like-
that one.
Arachnids are spiders, right? So you could do like an android knit or something. Which is
What
like
if
a
the
robot.
This one don't
robots
all
have
have
to
to
fight
be
back in a
eight-legged.
weird way too? What if the robots have some kind of weird attacks? So it's not what
No.
you'd expect from them either.
And they don't. They could be other insects. Some could be 6-legged and not be 8-legged, but other insects.
Ooh, I like that idea. That's cool.
Maybe they're
Then you could
sick,
have
which is why they need to
wasps.
take to the planet. So they have some kind of like vomit attack.
I
Robots
love
have
this
vomit
game.
attack.
Farting,
Yes.
peeing, and vomiting. My 3 favorite things in life.
Yes,
Mhm.
but they need a second one
Ooh.
too. What's something? Don't go where the. Let's not go where it's obvious. Let's think of something else.
Okay.
Laser vision.
Covered the
Like it's
rear.
obvious.
We've covered the junk. We've covered the. bleh. What's left?
Maybe
I
their
don't think-
blood could be. Maybe they could like their weapons could be directly tied to their bloodlines, and they could like use their blood to power their weapons. I don't know. That might be kind of cool.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
that's
like
better than
spiders.
I
They
thought
could
it
like
was better than
Spider-Man.
lactating.
Wait a minute, venom. Because certain spiders are
Yeah.
poisonous, right?
Okay, all right.
Spiders have venom. They have
Ooh,
their
there
webs.
We go.
We could have wasps
Yes.
with their stingers. We could have beetles that have their big horn things. I don't like bugs.
Arachnauts. There you go.
Yeah.
The spiders can basically be like Spider-Man and use the webs to go faster too, so that's like an advantage for going.
They're not
for the
men, they're
spiders.
just actual spiders.
Yeah. Shut up.
All right, that's our game. Fossil fuel, everyone. Fossil fuel.
Nice.
That
Fossil
wasn't as
fuel,
much of a train
Pokemon
wreck.
Snap 2, and Second Livestock are our 3 games. These were well done today. I like these 3.
We started off strong and then it kind of went downhill, but the first one was
I
definitely
think
the
we
best.
picked it back up with this one.
We
But
did.
fossil fuel was good. I think fossil fuel is
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. But there's
It's
no
hard to
topping
base a
Pokemon
game
Snap
on a
2.
game. I think the second one was a challenge. This one, you guys hit this one out of the park. Guys out there, where do our panelists rank in your minds after Gamify the News? Where should we put everybody? And while we're looking at that, let's see, do we have any artwork for Fossil Fuel? Can't wait to see this.
Oh no.
Wow.
I
Wow.
love the
boy.
He has
T-Rex
a
and
level
left.
for his
It's first person.
He's
Oh,
ordering a
Dino
taco.
Sponsored by Dino Bell.
No. Not sponsored by them.
no,
No,
but
the
if you
game
want
is.
Dino Bell. Come on.
to, Dino Bell.
Dino Bell.
Saved by the Bell. Wait, that's
I
our
like
Not
the
like
little
D-I-N-O.
What is their
Under the
phrase?
sky.
Taco Bell's phrase.
Here we go. We got 2 votes for Shell B2B AI, which I'm assuming they mean
Yay!
Android. Is that Android? Because we have Cyborg, Android, and Omnipotent AI. So
Is that what-
maybe they mean Omnipotent AI.
I think they-
We'll put her right in the middle, right there. We'll bump
Hey,
her
wait,
down.
is that a
We'll
Wade
put her
marker we
Android.
have now?
Yeah, that's right on the bottom left.
We got
Oh, all the
Wade
way
marker.
on the left.
Yeah, I'm on the
Good
charts
job.
for the first time ever, guys.
All the way
Yay!
in the corner. There he goes.
H
Oh.
should be human.
Yes.
H should be human,
would say
and
best day
Roger should be
ever.
cyborg. Okay,
Nice.
so H is human, Roger's cyborg, Shelby's omnipotent AI. That's what they mean by AI is omnipotent AI.
Got it.
So, right now, Roger's up. No, Roger's a cyborg. That's right. That's right there. Perfect. And I'm barely scraping my way onto the charts. Even I've evolved on this show. That's the first time for
You're
this.
there for the first time.
Wow. Well, before everyone changes their mind, let's jump into our last segment here, player versus pop culture. We're going to do kind of a speed round. We spend a little bit longer on the games, but you know what? That's okay. They were worth
It's okay.
Yeah.
it. So are you guys ready for some speed true and false?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, one more time. I'm going to give you 3 statements. You tell me which one of them is true. And you guys can work together or just say individual answers on this. Up to you.
Cool.
Round 1. Filmic flops. Turning video games into movies has always been a tricky business. Look no further than Mark Wahlberg's LSD-infused fever dream that was Max Payne. Which of these stories about video game adaptations is true, and which 2 should be shelved? Story 1. Half-Life movie delayed after Gabe Newell felt fans were unappreciative. Story 2. Resident Evil gets 6 movie reboot announced less than 6 months since the last film. Story 3. Another Street Fighter movie was already released, and nobody saw it or knew about it.
Oh, no.
Number 2, I know is true for a fact. I know for a
I was
fact.
going to
that's true.
vote for 2.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
Resident
one.
The Resident Evil one. Yeah.
You guys all 3
He
think
knows I'm
Resident
going
Evil?
with him. I thought it was going to be
Yeah,
Marvel.
I
That
think
sounds like
Resident
something
Evil. I
Gabe would
just
do.
watched all of them, too.
That's correct. Resident Evil is getting a 6-movie reboot.
God.
Constantin Film Board Chairman Martin Moskowitz, hopefully I said that right, confirmed at Cannes Film Festival that the goal is to make 6 more Resident Evil films, the same number as the original series. I didn't even know there were 6. I've only seen the first 2 of them. The original
And they
franchise...
marketed it for the last one, yeah. They marketed it as
Yeah.
like the last Resident Evil movie ever. And then now 6
It
months
was.
later, they're already doing a reboot.
in that series. The original franchise brought $1.2 billion worldwide and is the highest grossing film series based on a video game. Which they were okay. I feel like the ones I saw, at least 1 and 2, were alright. They weren't terrible. But it's very few movies ever live up to games because a game is like 25 hours to 100 hours long and a movie's 2 hours. It's really hard to cram that in, I feel like. But I digress. Good job, everybody. You guys all get that for round 1. Round 2, going green. There's lots of fun and clever ways to reduce your carbon footprint, like our fossil fuel video game. Such as doing dishes while you shower, or hitchhiking to work, or living like a caveman for a year. I remember whenever HBomb was a caveman not that long ago in this show.
That was a long time ago.
Very long time ago. Which of these stories about new green technology is actually helping save the planet, and which two are recycled? Story 1. Australia assigns over 70,000 trees their own email addresses. Story 2. E-cig company develops vape juice that repairs the ozone layer. Story 3. Elon Musk is developing a way to turn plastic into fruit.
I have no idea.
Australia
I
giving
know.
trees emails, 70,000 trees,
No
individual
way.
email addresses. Story
I hope
2,
that's not
e-cig company helping repair the ozone layer with the emissions from their smoking products. Story
buy
3,
that one.
plastic turning into fruit.
I feel like
think
number
it's two or
3 maybe because Elon Musk is basically like the real life Tony Stark. He has all these cool ideas that he comes with all the time.
Elon Musk, I said that. Okay, Elon Musk.
Oh, how'd you say it?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So which one are you guys voting on before I'm put on the hot seat here?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say number 2. I want it to be
Two.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking number 2. It's the one that I think is most believable. I don't.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm
not.
gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say 3. I think it's 3.
Ooh.
If it's
Well,
one-
Roger, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Shelby and H-Bomb, you're wrong. It's story 1.
No!
Australia assigns over 70,000 trees email addresses. As part
Why?
of Melbourne's, I'll tell you. As part of Melbourne's urban forest strategy, the city assigned 77,000 trees individual emails with the idea that people could report trees that had been vandalized or were in a severe state of decline. However, unexpectedly, people from all around the world began using the service to send love letters to their favorite trees. One email read as follows. Dear Tree ID 1028612, I used to think you were the magic faraway tree when I was a child. Now that I'm an adult, I still look forward to seeing you as I come around the bend after a tedious crawl down Hoddle Street. Signed, a loyal friend always there, waiting to say hello.
It's very nice.
I'm
But who's
assuming
in
it's some
charge of
kind
these
of like
70,000
preservation.
emails?
I don't know.
Someone has
I
to
think
be
the
reading
idea
these.
was that there wouldn't get tons of emails. It would just be for people that go in and like are messing with their conservation efforts. But people are like us and they're like, man, that tree's awesome. I'm gonna send it an email address. Hey, baby, you barking up my neighborhood anytime soon?
You bark here often.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
You want to place your roots in my place?
No.
Let's move
Do you
on.
want to leave here and go back to my place?
I was gonna say let's leave the conversation there.
Oh, come on, branch out a bit, Roger.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Round 3. My way or the lie way. So everyone got question 1 right and 2 wrong for the record. Let's just keep that on track. Round 3. My way or the lie way. Concept cars are a fun way to imagine the possibilities the future brings without having to worry about Skynet. Which of these stories about the future cars is true, and which 2 are lemons? Are we ready?
Ready.
Story 1. Sony teamed with Nissan to develop a car that uses a PS4 controller in lieu of a steering wheel. Story 2.
Like,
First semi-amphibious car commercially available in Australia to help drivers navigate flash floods. Story 3. BMW creates a car that will change color based on the driver's mood.
That would be awesome.
So color changing based on mood, semi-amphibious car, or a car driven by a PS4 controller.
I like the
I like the
controller
PS4
one.
controller.
I was
I've
gonna
always
say
said
I do
if I
too.
could.
Yeah.
I always wanted
You
to
guys roll
drive
the
my
story
car with like a
one?
GameCube.
All right.
Game
I
controller
want
would be
it
my
to
way to
Sony
go too.
consoles came out with like the other way around. They come out with the controllers, then they sell the steering wheel and foot pedal
Right.
apparatus separately.
Yeah.
Well, they have the Wii wheel for
kids.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, all the kids want to have their steering wheels, and all the adults want to have the controllers back. So, story 1,
I'm gonna go
everyone's
with-
unanimous?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. You're all wrong again. It's story 3.
No!
BMW creates a car that will change color based on the driver's mood.
What is it like?
awesome.
Mood rings?
Yeah, it's a mood car.
It's like yeah. Mood rings aren't
I don't
real.
know. I will read this little blurb and find. Oh, there we go. Everyone is
A lot of
angry.
angry people.
That's why it's
That's road rage.
That way, when you're driving, it's like GTA 5 online. You see the little red dots. You're like, I'm avoiding that driver.
That's what traffic would look like if they had mood cars.
It's just LA.
Yeah,
That's
LA.
the
would
sound
be
sound
effect.
effects.
We love it though. According to BMW's website description of the Mini Vision Next 100, the car recognizes its users, which allows it to offer personalized mobility. And based on how the driver is feeling or what he or she wants to look like behind the wheel, the use of color on the exterior and projections onto the exterior panels can change as well. So it's some kind of panel system, I guess. I don't know, like a LED lighting or something. I don't know. I'm very curious how they do that. Like, I've seen chameleon paint jobs, 20 years ago and stuff, where the car kind of changes in the sunlight, but not based on mood. I'm really curious about the science behind that. So,
I want one.
yeah, it sounds pretty.
I'll take 3.
All right. 3. Anybody else? Pre-orders?
I'll just have one.
No? Just one for Shelby? Okay. Roger, none?
None.
And a side
I'm
of
gonna
fries.
spend my money on other things that I'll use.
Okay.
The money we earned
When
from
would you
Pokemon
do
Snap
that?
too.
Changing
Right.
cars, Roger. Let's bring up our scoreboard. Let's see where everybody's at right now. They all got the Resident Evil question right and the other 2 questions wrong. So guys out there, I need your help. Is this our final ranking system, or do we get to move them around a little bit more? Right now, our panel's very happy.
I think
We
we
don't
should lower
usually-
Liam by a little bit.
No, stop. I knew this was going to come up. No, I'm good where I am. No, stop it. I see
Where,
you.
oh, where? Stop it.
Just
Stop
slightly.
shifting.
Oh, it's going like inch by inch.
Oh, no. He can't
Oh,
handle it.
What?
Chat, help me.
Shelby
Chat, come on.
stays. Alex
Shelby
Evans says
stays.
them, but not to where. I
I
should
like
be omnipotent. I'm only all-knowing because I have I have the answers in front of me. I don't think I would be otherwise.
That would
It should
basically
go a
be
little
Moving
higher.
to Android?
Okay.
Thank you. I like
H go a
that.
little
H come
higher,
up
lower
higher.
H.
H higher.
Yeah,
We
higher,
have
higher.
about equal amount of people saying higher versus lower, so maybe we should leave H alone.
No,
What
no,
about
higher,
Roger?
higher.
Leave
no,
him at,
no,
leave
no,
him
no.
at human.
Oh no, yeah, he's human. At
Yeah,
least.
He's very
yeah.
human.
That's,
Yeah.
I make mistakes. No, stop it.
Drop H and R. Ooh, Joni wants to drop both of you guys.
What's it R?
I'm a
I thought this was
caveman.
PG.
R back. Roger
Back to
has been
cyborg?
supposed to make you an android, or a cyborg instead of an android, rather. So I guess Roger's a cyborg. Shelby
a
stays
lot of
omnipotent.
people are saying
Shelby
higher
always-
H.
Higher?
Yeah.
All right, put H
Why
halfway
are-
between
Yeah.
human and
Yes.
cyborg.
Oh, this is the best day ever.
Just
Thank
I'm
you,
an
guys.
atom.
Construction.
I'm a caveman. You know what? Here, put me at reptile. I'll be semi-evolved. We've had a
People.
wonderful show with great game ideas. And until the last round, most of our questions were well answered. But the last round was pretty tricky. We had some tough questions there. Some of that stuff sounds pretty unrealistic, so it's hard to
Yeah.
fault you guys for not knowing. But
Thank you.
Yeah.
still, no one will ever be satisfied. We have very, very strong opinions on where everybody should be this particular show. Bump me back
Shelby
down
Lizard.
All right, bump me back down to single cell. The votes are in. I suck. Everyone else is good. Surprise, surprise. But
there
that's
you
it,
go.
guys. That's our show. So that's Are You a Robot? I guess we'll wrap it up and I'll let you guys kind of say your farewells. This has been an awesome cast today. I really had a lot of fun with you guys. You had great game ideas. And if one of you doesn't get the ball rolling on that, then you will all drop down 6 spots next time you're on.
Roger.
All right. So, H, let's start with you. Tell people who you are, where we can find you.
My name's Liam, or HBomb94. You can find me on my YouTube channel, HBomb94. I have a second channel dedicated to Pokemon. That's HBomb Plays. And yeah, I had fun. Thank you for having me here.
Our pleasure. Thank you so much. Roger, tell us where we can find
Sure.
you.
You can find me on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Instagram at RogersBase, RogersBase. I do video game videos and anime reviews and live reactions. I should have one going up tomorrow. And this was a lot of fun, so thanks so much for having me on. This is a lot of fun.
My pleasure. Shelby, we all know who you are at this point, but go ahead and tell us who you are again anyway.
You can find me at youtube.com/Shubble or any other social media as Shelby Graces, or type Shubble, you'll find it. And I would love to come back again.
Awesome. We'd love to have you guys. You're an awesome cast. I'm Wade, LordMinion777 on YouTube, Minion777 on Twitch. Thank you all so much for being a part of Are You a Robot? Episode 9 already. Stay tuned for next week at 5:30. We'll be back with another Are You a Robot Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Hope to see you all there. Until next time, goodbye panelists, goodbye viewers. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Five, four, nine.